Listen to this, a new Washington Post op-ed saying Democrats walked into a shutdown trap, saying, quote, they wrongly assumed their political leverage would withstand the ensuing fallout. The most likely outcome is that Democrats will come to regret having walked into a trap. But Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is not backing down.
Republicans tried to bully us, and it's clear they can't. They don't have the votes. The way out of this is for Republicans to finally roll up their sleeves and get to work. Republicans need to get serious and start actually addressing the looming crisis and reopen the government.
Massachusetts Democrat Congressman Jake Auchincloss joins me now. Congressman, thanks so much for being here. So the Washington Post editorial board is concerned that Democrats may have overplayed their hand, and they point to how Republicans handled the 2019 shutdown. They tried to get border funding and then ultimately caved after 35 days. What do you think about that? Do you see this as a similar situation, but the shoe being on the other foot here?
Good morning. We're in unprecedented times, so I don't think previous scenarios are that instructive. I think the middle class is going to decide who's fighting for the right thing right now. The middle class has had a bad 2025, and they're the ones who pay the bulk of the taxes that fund the government, and they need to get something in return for funding Trump's out-of-control administration. And what they care about right now is corruption, they care about public safety, and they care about the cost of living, particularly health care. So before this shutdown, I said, I want to see Republicans negotiate on those three things. Release the Epstein files, okay? Spare Medicaid from some of the cuts that are going to raise the cost of long-term care, and fund the COPS grants that the Republicans have cut that will make it harder to train and to hire local law enforcement. Very reasonable asks that have a supermajority of support across this country.
So that's very interesting, because most people are talking about health care, but I hear you talking about COPS grants and releasing the Epstein files. What has the reaction from your Democrat and conservative colleagues been to that?
The most important question is, what has the reaction from the average American been to that? And all three things I said: preventing Medicaid from having to make cuts to at-home care for individuals who need long-term services and support, funding local law enforcement, and basic transparency. I mean, the Epstein files is a start. It'd be nice to know what's going on with the Trump coin as well that foreigners are buying. These are things that really don't have a partisan valence to them. These are things that most people view as common sense, and candidly, most Republicans would quietly say they agree with. Most Republicans don't want to see their rural hospitals closed. Most Republicans don't want to see their local police department have to fire that first new hire that they made last year because the COPS grants get cut. I'm in the minority. I get that. I'm not asking for the Democratic agenda. I'm asking for some basic bipartisan asks that the middle class can feel like help them after they're funding the government.
So I hear you talking about health care in that answer, and Republicans are saying that if you restore some of the cuts that were enacted in the big, beautiful bill, federal dollars are being provided to health care for illegal immigrants. Here's House Speaker Mike Johnson on that yesterday.
They're trying to take out in its entirety the reforms that we put into the big, beautiful bill pertaining to health. What we did was we strengthened the Medicaid program by making sure that ineligible recipients are not on the rolls. They estimate that 2.3 million illegal recipients for Medicaid will be pushed off the rolls because of our reforms, and that it's going to save $185 billion of taxpayer funds. So they want to return all those ineligible people back to the rolls, and many of them are illegal aliens.
What is your response to the House Speaker, Congressman?
I'm glad you raised this. It is untrue. Undocumented immigrants are not eligible for federal Medicaid dollars. And I would encourage Speaker Mike Johnson to go home to Louisiana, to talk to the community health centers, to the hospital association, to the clinicians who are actually providing medical care, and hear from them what this one big beautiful bill is going to do. Because what it's going to do to Louisiana is take billions of dollars away from care that is used for elderly individuals who need at-home care, for parents with children with intellectual or developmental disabilities. And it's going to raise the cost of health insurance premiums for those who get their health insurance through employers, because there's going to be more uncompensated care at emergency room. This bill raises the cost of health care. Medicaid is not a giveaway program for undocumented immigrants. Medicaid helps average people, particularly people who need long-term care. And the middle class does not want to see their health care gutted in order to give $5 trillion worth of tax cuts to the ultra wealthy.
Well, it's a he said, and it's being debated and negotiated, and that's why it's important to have both sides on. But one thing is clear is that this shutdown is having real impacts on Americans. Caroline Leavitt laid out exactly who will be impacted, who is being impacted by this shutdown right now. Here she is yesterday.
1.3 million active duty troops will work now without pay. Critical food assistance for low-income women, infants, and children will now lapse. Nearly 50,000 members of the United States Coast Guard are going to have to work unpaid. Over 13,000 air traffic controllers will work without pay, as well as TSA agents, which will very likely create flight disruptions. And pay will now stop for over 150,000 federal law enforcement officers. These are not just numbers and statistics. These are real Americans who have families at home.
How is this shutdown impacting your constituents, Congressman, and how long do you think it will last?
Shutdowns are bad for America. It's interesting to see someone standing at the White House lectern complaining about the state of affairs. I was a platoon commander in the Marine Corps. You're trained that you are accountable for everything that happens or fails to happen on your watch. The Republicans have control of the White House, of the Senate, and of the House. And rather than fund local law enforcement and release the Epstein files, they would rather shut down the entire government and make this whole country suffer. They are in charge. They are accountable.
Well, House Speaker Mike Johnson would say that Republicans in their House did do their job by passing that clean CR, sent it over to the Senate, where it does need 60 votes because of the filibuster. It needs bipartisan support. But, Congressman, we thank you so much for joining us. At some point, the lights are going to be turned back on. It's just a matter of getting there. Massachusetts Congressman Jake Auchincloss, we appreciate your time.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.